Hi, I'm Mike Fisher, and I'm back providing a short video update for our members just in a few key areas. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, but I thought I would take the opportunity to do one now. Three areas that I really want to just update on. One is the how things are progressing with the new pool. One is the club's financial position, and the last is restarting swimming following Boris's announcements about key dates over the coming months to hopefully take us out of the pandemic. So let's start with the new pool. You can see I've put a backdrop behind me, which is one of the latest pictures of the pool that they've published. And here you can see how it's progressing, and it's actually we're getting point to it being close to completion. The date they've given us is no different to what they've said in the past, which is springtime, but our best guess from what we can tell from various conversations is it could be May. It could be May. We have been in ongoing conversations with everyone active and the council about what access we will get to the pool. We've come to the end of those negotiations now. So although it doesn't give us the opportunity to take everything we would have liked into that new facility, it is a good program. So we're not unhappy with where we've got to in those conversations. We will be requiring the other facilities that we've currently got access to in Oaklands and Kings, whilst we are still in the midst of this pandemic. So we will no doubt start, if it is in May, we will start with the new pool, and we will start with Oaklands, and we will start with Kings. And then as the other facilities come back on stream in terms of the ATR and St Swithun's, and then Winchester College next year with a brand new facility, then we'll be looking to reintegrate those into our programme. So the pool will also give us an opportunity to host our own meets. We've had some good conversations with everyone active about how many we can do, when we can do them, and those type of things. So it will really help us raise the profile of the club and also give us an additional income stream as we look to evolve what our operating model is in the future, from one where it's primarily been driven by lessons income to one where we can have a bit of more of a mixed model, partial lessons and partial competitions income. But that is a big piece of work, because we want to ensure that we can run those events professionally and efficiently, and we'll be looking to our membership to support with that, in terms of officiating, in terms of administration, and in technical support. But we will evolve a working group on this over the next few weeks, and then we'll be reaching out to people from there. So we're excited about getting to the new pool. It's a real opportunity for us, and we've been in conversations with everyone active about being part of the soft launch when it does open, and then starting this next phase for the club in this what's looking like an excellent new facility. So we're ready to go. We're keen, we're excited, and we're ready to go. So I just want to move quickly onto the club's financial position. That in the year to date, that's from September of 2020, we've had about losses of £8,000, which is actually better than expected. It's better than expected because ironically we're in a better financial position when we're in lockdown than when we're actually swimming. So because these lockdowns weren't expected, we were believing we'd be in a worse position than we currently are. However, the initial financial projections when the new pool opens were not initially healthy. We're looking at losses of about £10,000 a month, which is absolutely not a sustainable position for the club to be in. So trustees have returned to this topic time and time again over the last few months, and have actually agreed with the position that we are in with our reserves that they are willing to cover substantial losses over a 12 to 15 month period, in essence to buy the club time to try and recover previous levels of income. So I think that's a positive position to be in as we transition to the new pool, and allows us to really look at putting a good program in the new pool. and transition across, and then see if we can recover from the impacts of COVID and that transition. So in saying that, the 10K losses wouldn't buy us enough time. It wouldn't buy that 12 to 15 month window, and it was deemed that was the time that was needed to really see a full recovery in terms of those income streams. So the trustees identified actually it's about 6 to 7K's worth of losses a month that actually is something that can be accommodated. But last week we managed to present a model to the trustee group that was acceptable, that did sort of fit within that window and didn't compromise the swimming program, which we were pleased about. And that comes off the back of hard work from the head coaches and the management team to look at doing things in a number of different ways, a number of different options that allowed us to ascertain what the financial implications of those options were. But the hard work will start now in terms of finding those new revenue streams that will bring us back to a balanced budget in 12 to 15 months' time. Now, in order to work through those financial projections, primarily our head coaches needed to look at different squad structures and sizes and timetable options, along with their associated facility costs and coaching costs. And it won't mean too much to you, but it was version 4.5 that eventually got us to where we felt we needed to be. And that was with a timetable that actually provides the requisite volume of training for all of our swimmers. It removes some of the potential blockages that we have within our existing structure, and move the financial projections towards that window that the trustees had identified. So we're now in a good place in terms of knowing what that future will look like, at least a 12 to 15 month future, for when that new pool opens, and we're hoping that's in that May window rather than anything later than that. We're hopeful of that timescale. So the final talking point is just the return to swimming. So Boris has made his announcement. The provisional date is the 12th, subject to everything going well in terms of the potential risks that Boris and the team had outlined when they laid out this timetable of the roadmap, as he called it. So it's the 12th of April. There are a few flies in the ointment at the moment. One is that it's looking like over 18s won't be able to come back initially, and I know Swim England are lobbying that quite hard to see whether A, whether they can change that, or B, whether they can bring it back on stream fairly quickly. And our second, probably slightly larger challenge is that we're giving an indication that River Park is unlikely to open. That's not a final decision. They're just saying it's unlikely, and we may want to start planning on that basis. So we'll be doing everything in our power to try and put a good program together, but it may well be a reduced program for a short period of time until we get to the new pool. Now, trustees had already agreed to charge a prorated fee for the month of April, so not charging for that initial 12 days, but actually they will have to return to that discussion based on what kind of timetable we can put together. Now, we'll be working to the 20th of March when the Go Cardless payments get locked in, so we'll be looking to that particular date to work that through with the head coaches in terms of a timetable, get fees agreed, and then hopefully be coming out to you with what that's going to look like. So that's it for now. I think there's going to be, with the update, the written update that this comes with, there'll be a few other things that will be in there, in reference to the AGM notes and links to where you can find those and other bits and bobs. But in terms of a verbal update from me, that's it. I'm going to leave you with this picture in the background so you can have a final look. I might actually see if I can flash up another one for you as well, which was the original computer generated image, which I don't think the actual pool will look too different from, given what I've seen so far. So it's looking exciting, and the conversations with everyone active make me think that there's a strong relationship to be had as we get into the pool, and our access to the pool and the hosting of competitions. So these are exciting times. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to maybe do another video update, but I think as we head towards pools reopening, communications coming out will probably be a bit more frequent, just to try and keep you in the loop, and again as we move towards the opening of the new pool. But I'll leave it there for now. Have a great weekend. Hopefully the weather's going to be okay, and that's it. Bye.